Fashion is a global industry. Several times a year, exciting new collections of clothes are shown at fashion shows held in cities like New York, Paris, and London. But while London Fashion Week attracts designers from around the world, most of the clothes won't be bought by the average British shopper. Many of the clothes shown on the catwalk are too impractical and outrageous to wear every day. And designer clothes aren't usually cheap enough for most people. But these designs often inspire clothes that are sold much more cheaply on the high street. These fashionable clothes look great, but they can also have a negative social and environmental impact. The clothes are often reproduced quickly in countries where the suppliers and workers aren't paid very well and where working conditions are poor. The clothes are imported by wealthy countries and sold at low prices. This is known as fast fashion. The clothes are bought, worn for a short time, and then thrown away. They're so cheap that people consider them to be disposable. In the UK, around 2 billion kilograms of clothes are thrown away every year, and people don't think enough about what happens to these clothes. A lot of old clothes are exported to developing countries, where they will be sold in markets. But most of the clothes will end up in landfill sites, and this can cause environmental problems. We should try to reduce the number of clothes that we throw away. This can be done by buying fewer items and recycling old clothes. And for some British designers, a responsible approach to fashion is very important. Inside this stylish boutique, people can buy a variety of unique items of clothing. From jumpers and jackets to dresses and accessories, these items have got one thing in common. They were made from recycled old clothes. This fashion business, called Junkie Styling, was started by two friends in 1997. At first, they made clothes for themselves and their friends, and a small number of items were also sold at markets. Today, they've got their own shop in a fashionable area of East London. They employ a small team of designers and show their collections as part of the Est Ethica exhibition at London Fashion Week. But the process of creating their clothes has stayed the same. Behind the shop, there's a studio where the design team work. Used clothes are bought from a variety of places. The clothes are checked and clean. Only good quality material is reused. Once the designers have got the material they need, they start to create new items of clothing. They've got a lot of different patterns in the studio, but sometimes patterns aren't used, and new ones will be created for a particular item of clothing. Some of their designs are sophisticated and formal. This is such an innovative dress. It's made from over 100 shirt collars. But most items are more casual and simple, or clothes people wear every day. The shop also sells ethically produced clothes, like t-shirts and jeans. These items were made without damaging the environment, by people who earn a fair wage. They also sell kits to help people to make their own things using recycled materials. Although it's a small designer label, Junkie Styling is growing. Their clothes are now sold all around the world, and they're just one example of why London is considered to be the most environmentally friendly of all the world's fashion capitals.